may cut out. I think we'll flush them out.
Hey, everybody, we're
What?
live.
We are.
We're live now, Vance.
What? We are.
Yes, we are live. I guess I could take this down because people know who the hell who we are. Live at the Ohio Bigfoot Conference.
I'm Sean Forker.
No, I'm Sean Forker.
No, but I'm Sean Forker.
I took that away.
Yeah, you didn't.
You're fired.
We're having fun.
Yes, fun. Like a colonoscopy.
Well, like a colon. Come on now. It wasn't that bad.
Technical issues aside,
Yeah.
we've had a good time. It's not been bad.
No, not at all.
Hopefully, folks can hear it.
And we've had a couple of interesting surprises come our way to our table.
We've got a lot of
About an
interesting
hour and a half
surprises
ago.
today. Eric Altman and Tom Mihawk came over with prints that were taken in
This past Sunday.
this past Sunday in Pennsylvania from Bedford. Really good prints. Really, really good prints. Best I've seen out of Pennsylvania. He took them to Meldrum, Dr. Jeff Meldrum, of course, and Cliff Barrickman. Both gave them good marks for validity.
Authenticity.
That's it, authenticity.
Right.
And
That's why I'm here.
we're dragging ass today.
Well, 10
Speaking
minutes
of dragging ass, where's James? He turned around. We got Jeff Thomas here, though.
Hi,
He's-
Jeff.
It's definitely an upgrade from James Baker, but once again, he disappeared. He was asleep for like 3 seconds.
Mhm.
He was
I ruined it from him getting a picture of it. I'm so sorry. I apologize from the deep wells of my heart.
the dick wells
I
of your heart.
should have looked at you before I did
The
that.
deep
to him.
wells of your heart.
That's what I
Okay,
said.
That's
Deep
not what
wells
I
of
heard.
my
I
heart.
don't
I was going to say cockles, but
cockles.
that's almost that'll get us banned.
Well, it's okay.
Can you say cockles?
I'll say whatever I want. Nobody can ban us because we don't work for anybody. We work for me.
Oh, that's right. And the gift cards in the mail, right?
Yeah, from the fruit stand.
From the fruit.
The
stand.
fruit stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And green beans.
And green. Yeah.
Mhm.
These are farmers.
That's an inside story, folks, that hopefully none of you will ever hear. Unless you
Right.
personally request, I don't know, a 90 to 100-page email return
So-
and reply.
Right. So we got the footprints that came up, really good footprints.
Mhm.
I spoke to Don Keating from an Ohio legend. Don Keating selling a new book, The Media Effect. It's a booklet.
Good. Wait.
Pick it up for probably $25.
Yeah, because
You
he's
got a
got to
prop?
make a living. And it looks like that.
Yes, it looks like this. Put it right up there.
There you go.
This is all never before released sighting encounters from Ohio. And then Why London, Ohio, another book that Don put together for these events. He's putting together a couple more. So if you have a collection, this is definitely a must-have. You'll need to reach out to Don on social media or email, which I think is eobic@yahoo.com,
Mhm.
to see if you can get a copy. Maybe he can ship it to you.
He did comment to me at the table, which I think he probably mentioned to you, that he was really giving consideration of looking up the set.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I dropped that.
yeah, and
I gave
sit
him
at
that
the
idea.
table there.
Right.
And he's given consideration to that, which that would be a big boost.
Yeah. I mean, between that and, the great footprints, it's just been a great day. A lot of people coming through. Folks, if you're a listener, a fan, we appreciate you stopping by. Come see us. We'd love to have you. We've had some great dialogue with some listeners here today. It's been a great time. We definitely need to get more of our friends to sit in the hot seat quick. Once we figure out how to get the hot seat hot.
Well, we'll let James sit in it
Yeah,
for a while,
well,
and then
Oh boy, is that a hot seat?
I know. Apologies to James, but I'm not
Wait.
sure.
Can I get a number 7 of the large Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
Jeff, come on in and say hi.
Where's the camera? Greetings,
Right
planet
there.
Earth. How's everybody doing? There it is. Here we are. That may be too much sexy for a live experience.
Maybe. I don't know.
Are
Check
you going to
where they
see
can
yourself
find you.
out?
You can find me on Facebook at Jeffrey R. Thomas. And I'm usually, if you search my name now, it's the first one that pops up. I'm still getting used to that.
That's awesome.
Normally, you have to go through 7
That's-
pages just to find, somebody that even spells
That
the name
happens to me in the post office.
Just
It's just-
Baker being Baker there at the post office. Jeff, what do you think of the event so far?
It's actually it's really good. they're renovating the lodge, and I thought it was going to be kind of a nightmare, and it hasn't been so far.
Right.
Like people are filing in, and the way they've got the vendors set up, even here where you guys are set up, there's people filing through continually. I really expect it to be more of a cluster, and it's not. It's actually flowing very well.
Right.
It's got a natural ebb and flow to it. I think people are finding it just kind of naturally migrating its way through the building from top to bottom. We've had a lot of people stop up here. It's been great. We really had a good time.
So far. Where's the wood that I can knock on?
Don't touch my thigh.
No.
Don't touch my wood.
Did you get to listen to any speakers yet? You're in queue. You hold on. You're in queue. You hold on.
You're in the green room. Gotta wait.
Too bad.
I didn't get to see any of these speakers yet, but they're all friends of mine, so I've actually heard all their speeches ad nauseum. I could probably give their speeches. The one I was excited about was Darby Arquette. And he's a little bit later this afternoon. So, and I mean, the crowd's here for it. So
It's packed. It's a packed conference room. I stuck my head in just for a few minutes, and I had to get
there's people everywhere out here, just in the vendor area. The conference room is all seats taken.
Yeah,
As well as it should be.
Sonia was trying to get me to sit on her lap, I think.
Actually, I'm kind of wondering now that maybe Meldrum will bring up the prints that Altman brought in. He may bring it up as a new subject matter to say, hey, this happened. Not that he'd dwell on it, but he may bring it up and say, well, this is interesting.
Good. I mean, it's a recent activity. So.
Yes, it is.
Best prints out of Pennsylvania.
One of the more exciting things I've seen in the Bigfoot realm in 10 years.
That says a lot.
How it ends up.
Well, that says a lot. There it is.
Because we've had, I mean, think about it. We've had so much scant evidence.
Right. It's been we've been in a deficit, like a drought of evidence.
It's been a drought of evidence where you can look at where it's not either a blurry picture,
right,
or it's a footprint that you can't automatically say, okay, look, we're looking at a double bear print. You should know that by now. If we're in the woods at all, and the prints that all been brought in were certainly not double bear print.
Yeah. One of the best prints I've seen in a long time, and the fact that they came out of Pennsylvania is astounding because it's not a state that's known for its footprint casts.
It really isn't. No. Bigfoot sightings abound in Pennsylvania, but it's not one of the where you hear a lot. When every cast has its name to it associated with it, you don't have a whole lot coming out of Pennsylvania at all.
No, this was a fortunate, perfect storm that Eric and the crew and Tom were in.
And thankfully, the perfect storms that have been hitting the Midwest didn't wash them away before you got a chance to cast.
Just one.
Yeah, that's all.
Just one. It's not bad.
Very much so.
All right. Jeff Thomas, folks. Jeff, one more time.
Hi. I'll have a large number 7 with a Dr. Pepper. No, you can actually find me on Facebook.
He's here all week.
And I'll be here all weekend. Yeah. And I guess with that, I'll see myself.
Get out. You're fired. All right. Jeff Thomas, folks. Hey, and one more piece we got stopping by here. Eric Holtman, one of the people who took the tracks. We might be able to squeeze Tom in here too. Come on in, Eric.
I'll get in here.
You can't really. There you go. That's our longtime friend, Tom. Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Tom, these prints are some of the most impressive prints that have come out of Pennsylvania, probably ever. How do you feel to be a part of that, and what do you think of these prints?
Just very fortunate, like you said, good prints are hard to find, and we were very fortunate to get the call and be able to come out and cast them. They are, as you said, they're really detailed, just really good prints. And the best thing about it is we had a whole track line of prints, not just a single print or a half a print. So we have, both feet. And the cast came out really well, very detailed. So we're really happy with them.
I'm going to throw a photo of these up real quick so folks can at least see what we're talking about here that are listening. Right? Just take me 1 second here. Eric, you want to give a little background on how the prints came to be?
Yeah, Friday, the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society received an email from a group of hunters, specifically the main guy who sent the email, Jeff, said they were out turkey scouting for turkey season, which started Saturday. They were on an ATV trail outside of a small town in Roaring Springs, PA, and they came across 4 tracks, which they were pretty convinced were the real thing. I sent them the initial report off to
Joyce Long and Juan Galucci to follow up. Joyce talked to the guy on the phone for an hour, said that he sounds legit. He's excited, wants us to come out. We made arrangements Sunday to go out and actually talk to the witness and see the prints. It rained Friday night into Saturday, so we were kind of uncertain they would still be there. But sure enough, Sunday when we showed up in the morning, they were still, 3 of the 4 tracks were still there and in very good condition. So we took measurements, pictures, documented as best we could, and then we cast them. We cast 3 of the 4 tracks. We did a perimeter search of about 100 yards in every direction, found no additional evidence. Those tracks are probably the best, I would say, if not the best casts that I've tracked or I casted in Pennsylvania in my 27 years.
Sorry, Tom.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I really agree with that, Eric. I mean, and we're just talking, Jeff and I, that Pennsylvania is not known for its tracks.
No, they're not.
No.
We have a few casts, but nothing really outstanding.
Right. And all the casts that we have had have kind of been a little hokey, right?
Ambiguous.
Right.
Yeah.
These ones are probably as perfect as you get outside the Pacific Northwest. And also, they're a classic print.
They are.
They really are. And
They measure 15 inches by 7 across the ball by 5 across the heel.
right.
About 1.5 inches, 2 inches deep.
Almost that perfect formula of that we've been looking for. And folks, we're going to get a copy of those casts when Eric makes them because I think they're important to be preserved because those are some really great prints. Like I said, the best I've seen. And the nice thing is it breaks that drought of evidence that we've had in a long time. So, Tom, Eric, congratulations. Great work on that. What do you think of the event today?
Great event.
Yeah.
Good turnout. Great
Yeah.
speakers.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've been kind of contained up here. I got to make my way. I got Don's new book, The Media Effect. He's thinking about taking another crack at another book here. When's yours coming out, Eric?
You've been asking me that. How long have we known each other?
20
Tomorrow.
years almost, right? Yeah.
It'll come
Keep
out the
asking.
same time
Listen,
as
I've been-
Sean's does. Yeah.
I've had a book. I've started a book 4 or 5 times, and after I get to like chapter 3 or 4, I delete it because it's not what it's not how I want.
I've done the
Got
same thing.
majority of it written, but
Right.
it's not to my liking and standard. So
And folks, you remember Tom. Tom was on an episode in the past. Eric, of course, Eric and I have done many shows and many episodes, but Tom was on one of our past episodes, Incident on Chestnut Ridge. You guys have been out really hitting the woods. You guys lay low, but you get out there. And anything else besides these prints of interest that have happened over the last?
there's been several sightings called New Florence, PA on the
Okay.
northern part of the ridge. Track discoveries there, which we weren't able to cast. There's been vocalizations captured and recorded, which I'll have to send off to you. So yeah, we've had a lot of activity going on, a lot of sightings. Stan Gordon, we both know,
Right.
he's been inundated with both UFO and Bigfoot reports. So a lot of stuff in Pennsylvania, some good evidence going to come out.
And you're here, folks, live on the Sasquatch Experience right now, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X. Guys, if you're not streaming on X, you're missing out. A huge audience that we get on X. That's great. Eric and Tom, thanks for stopping by. I
Thank you,
appreciate it,
Travis.
guys.
Greatly
Phenomenal
appreciate it.
work. Great job. And we look forward to more from you guys coming down the line. Great stuff, folks. These casts are just amazing. You got to see them. I put the picture up. And of course, there's one on our Facebook page. You'll be able to look and see as we go on. It's just a great day here in Ohio. The weather's pretty nice. The traffic is decent. We're kind of in a lull now, which is good because that means the background noise is kind of cut down
Yeah. But
quite a bit. It will. And of course, we'll come back live in a little while. We've been out meeting with folks. I talked to Brian King Sharp from Sasquatch Odyssey. Go check out his podcast. I've talked with Matt Pruitt very briefly. Still going to try to get Matt on the program because he wrote the book, The Phenomenal Sasquatch. We want to have a phenomenal interview.
There it is.
But Vance, you've been around. Talk a little bit. Give me a break so I can chug some water.
Well, I just appreciate the fact of a lot of effort that people have brought here on their tables. It's fantastic stuff. And, that takes me away from sitting here so that I can go take a look at, things that are like sitting next to us. But there is a unique enthusiasm. Now, this is my first OBC, but there is a unique enthusiasm from everybody. And I noticed as the day continues on, there's new groups of people. The first groups of people for the first half of the day, every one of them is wearing a Squatch-related shirt.
Right.
As the day continues on, that their Nike shirts. They're curious. They want to see what this whole thing is all about. And now, hey, you're drawing in a bigger audience, a bigger curiosity, a new group of people that may take an interest in the subject, or that may have had an experience of some sort and figured they will pop in, but are not a big fan of the subject. But
And that's
maybe
today,
they will be.
today in Bigfoot fashion.
It's true. I mean, you take a look around right now. There's a few Bigfoot shirts, but
Right.
most are just casual wear, which is great. We want you to be comfortable, but that's how it is today.
Ran into our friend Kimber Hughes down all the way down at the bottom there. Wolf General Store up in North Pennsylvania. You got to check it out if you're up that way. Of course, we'll give them a plug here when we do the show formal. Such a great lady. Runs a great outfit out there. Always happy to see our friends, man. We don't get enough of our friends because we're all so far apart. But when we're together, man, this is a special event.
Sure is.
It really is.
Sure is.
Bake, you alive over there?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about everything?
Good.
Did you get your hot dogs?
I waited in line for it. Yeah, hot dogs were good.
They were pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie.
I did get my hot dog.
It's a great day here in Ohio. And just like the last episode said, you know what? We know there's Bigfoot
Running a
You know.
podcast right now.
in Ohio. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back in a little while, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
All for $2 a month.
For $2 a month, you can kickstart the Patreon and get the behind the scenes.
There it is.
And there's been a lot of behind the scenes this weekend.
Hey, can they buy our merchandise anywhere?
Yeah, you can. On Squatch Pro Shop. Here,
Oh,
let's show you.
Squatch Pro Shop.
Here, let's
That's
do
right.
it. Let's do it right
Yes,
there.
because you can get the official Yeti Company mug with the Sasquatch Experience logo, laser printed not on one side, but on both sides. And plus, you can get the vintage wear t-shirt, the original Sasquatch Experience t-shirt, or current prints t-shirt. And of course, as I always like to say, buy 2 shirts for the price of 2 and get 1 shirt. Yeah, that messed up.
We don't know how that works out, but the Vance math is good. We'll put the over up here today. Matt Pruitt and Cliff Berkman have already spoke. What's the lineup here? What's next, Vance?
We're here because
We are in
I
the
can't read.
we're in the almost 2:00. So Cliff is about finished. Darby Orkin is going to be going on here in just a second. Of course, that's study at the University of North Carolina. So that's going to be interesting. Then we got Doug Hychick. Doug also featured on our show. We got the auction at 15, dinner from 5 to 7, and the final speaker of the night, Dr. Jeff Meldrum, at 7:00. So if you haven't come yet or you still want to, there's a lot going on here at the Salt Fork State Park, the Lodge, Cambridge, Ohio.
Absolutely. And Henry, what are those famous words you always send us out with?
All be good.
Or be good,
Be
at
good
it.
at it.
There it is.
All right, there you are, folks. Thank you. We will be back
Never mind.
in a little while.
What? We
All
have
right,
visitors.
bye. Oh, we have visitors. Nice.